Welcome to Prague, Czech Republic.
This place has been on our bucket list for quite some time. We're excited to be here, and we're going to come up with something today that you might not have seen yet. So let's get started.
Okay, so we are currently on Charles Bridge, and this is the place you're supposed to come and see as early as you can in the morning because it gets crazy.
Yeah, it gets really crowded, that's for sure.
When we got here yesterday afternoon, we did walk down here, and right away we saw what everybody was talking about. It was elbow to elbow, and this morning we are here at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we could have been earlier.
We could have been earlier. Yeah,
now
but it's comfortable crowds right now.
It's comfortable right now, exactly. Now this bridge is littered with all kinds of monuments, a lot of history. It's the second oldest bridge in all of Europe, and I can see it too. It's looking pretty old.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
So the astronomical clock, people gather from all over the city right at the top of the hour to see this 15 seconds of these little chimes and men going around. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, I would say that if you were here, you'll see where you're supposed to stand because everybody is clustered
Everybody's
right there.
gathered around, yeah.
It's nothing that crazy to see, so if you miss it and you just want to see the clock itself is impressive, but you don't have to necessarily be there for that.
Right.
So another little travel tip here. So all around the city here, you're going to pay 20, which is about €1, $1, around that, to go use a bathroom. Or you can just hop into your little Starbucks store, or maybe one of the other stores. I just like Starbucks, so got Starbucks here. And if you buy your Starbucks, then your receipt has a code on it, and you can go back and use their bathroom. You can use their bathroom, same thing. You can pay the $1, €1, but why not just get a $1 up a cup of coffee?
There you go. That just makes sense to me. Seems like a really good idea to me. I think they're still closed, but maybe later.
So as fun as this sounds, I'm not quite sure about the hay bed.
Now, surprisingly, we get asked about vegetarian and gluten-free options everywhere we go. Here in Prague, not a problem. You can find them all over the place.
Okay, so getting around the city here, like so many of the European cities we're in, is really easy. There's cobblestone of all different various sizes and shapes, but it's actually pretty flat and you won't have any problem there. There is also a lot of different tours that you can do. There's more individualized tours and kind of these cool looking old cars. There's hop on, hop off bus, and just a variety of different tours you can do if you have a short time here and you want to see it all. Now on the river here, there is an endless amount of restaurants and bars you can go to, and then also a lot of little boat cruises that you can do, as well as paddle boats.
Well, the paddle boats is what's intriguing to me. You rent a paddle boat for about, I don't know, $13 an hour. I think it was about 13 US dollars an hour. It wasn't bad at all. But the best part about it is you paddle up to a floating bar. There's a little boat out there. You paddle up and order yourself a drink. That's intriguing.
Yes.
We're not going to do it because there's one other thing that we're going to do.
Yeah,
and we'll get to that here in a few minutes.
So now when you're coming into Prague, one of the focus points is usually to go and stay or to go visit Old Town area. Make sure and go to the other side of the bridge as well. That is actually where we are staying, and there we were pleasantly surprised of how much there is to see and do on this side. So we are now over on the other side of the river. On this side you have the monastery, you have the castle.
Plenty of churches. Plenty
of churches like you do throughout Prague.
Right. But that's not the highlight of the video. We're still getting to that. So don't go anywhere.
Alright, so we stopped and got a beverage here. The nice thing here in Czech Republic are the beers are very good. They're nice and cold, and they're really inexpensive. So these are about $2.75 each. So yeah.
And the really cool thing is you order what kind of foam you want on your beer.
Yeah,
it's kind of neat.
A few different variations. So, all right. Cheers. Okay, so we're heading up to the castle right now, and it is not a little hike for those faint at heart. It's quite a climb. There probably is an easier way to, and I'm sure that if you wanted to, you could catch an Uber to the top.
We are going to work off those beers we just drank.
Yeah, make room for more later. Coming up to the castle, the grounds around it are all free to walk around, and it's really kind of like its own little city up here. So it's well worth coming up. You get an amazing view over the city.
Yeah, and you can Uber up here. We went the back way. We wouldn't have Ubered anyway.
No.
But you can, if you need to, get up here by driving. And there's a Starbucks up here too. There's a Starbucks, I swear to God, on every corner, more than Seattle.
Yeah, surprisingly.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So then you can also pay to go into the castle if you want to do that as well. I think we're going to pass that up for right now, but we want to take a look around the grounds because it does look like a really cool space.
We're going to pass it up because we've got something better coming.
So definitely worth coming up here.
Yes.
It is free to walk around. There's a lot to see and do. The church is free to go into.
There are some other free things to do here as well. There's also some restaurants out here, so if you do get thirsty, you can get yourself a beer.
Yeah.
Now, I would recommend coming earlier in the day. We were here later in the afternoon. A lot of people, but the lines do move pretty quick. But I would come in the morning hours.
Right, and just to also point out, we are here in middle of July, so prime tourist season. So the crowds are not a surprise to us. We knew it was going to be busy, so just expect that. Now, one of the other places that you can go is the Monastery, which we were just at. You pay to get into that. It has kind of limited hours, so might be worth going. The grounds, once again, around the monastery are absolutely beautiful as well. Yeah,
there's also a beer garden there and a craft brewery inside the monastery, so that is something to note. Mm-hmm. I know I noted it.
He noted it very well.
And we may be going back.
We may go back. It was really busy right now. Yeah. It is Saturday also, so we may hit that in a day or so. Right now we're at our hotel, which we wanted to show you because it is actually right next door to the monastery. It is actually called the Lindor Castle Hotel.
Hotel.
Anyways, it's right next door. And so it's a very nice place. All right, so now we are headed to do what we've been waiting to do, and we're really looking forward to this, and we hope it's a lot of fun.
The best part of the video is yet to come.
Hopefully. Okay, and we have made it to the final thing, that we are really excited to go do. We are going to take a brewery tour.
Yeah, the most exciting part of this entire video, bar none.
We hope so.
Best part right here.
So now doing this tour, you can purchase your ticket online and it will give you 10% off. And we were going to do that, but we just waited till we got to the door, and then I asked them or mentioned, now should I buy it online? And he goes, I'll give you the 10% discount. So just kind of keep that in mind. It ended up costing about just over $20 US to do the tour. It includes, like Brian was saying, it includes 3 beers. One is just a taster beer, and then you get 2 decent sized beers at the end. And then the other cool thing that we learned about is the 3 different kinds of foam, the pours that they do. And so they have one that is your typical beer, and that's what we've ordered. But then they have one that is partially foam or half foam, and then the beer. And then the other is called, I believe it's called Milko, and that one is majority foam, and it's supposed to be sweeter, and it is supposed to be more refreshing, which I'm not quite understanding, and you're supposed to drink it faster. So anyways, worth doing.
Okay, I highly recommend when you come to Prague, take this little tour. It's a lot of fun. It's very interactive. As you could see, I didn't have to read a thing the whole time, and I learned a lot. So that's key for me. Now, Pilsner Urquell is brewed up in Pilsen. We already knew that. We're not going to make it up there because we don't still have enough time. Now, this is a great alternative. This is what I would come to do if I was in Prague. All right, now that was a lot of fun. So we're ready now for some traditional Czech food. We're hungry.
Yes.
So we went Mexican food.
Yeah.
I need a margarita. We went Mexican food in Prague. It was delicious.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not
yeah.
sorry.
We've been doing the food from around this area for a while, and every once in a while you just have a craving. So it was amazing, so good. Now, one of our viewers suggested that there is a Strudel place, and we wanted to go hit it. It's a little out of town, and they're closed on Sunday, and today is Sunday. We are here tomorrow. If we do make it, I'm going to be putting footage of that right over the top of this right now. Yes. If we don't, we're going to put the information, and maybe you can hit it when you're here.
Do that. We'll also put it, if we make it, on our Instagram. If you want to see it on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. Yeah. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you for the suggestions. We'll see you next time.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.